I figured out the solution. Well, not the solution, but how to break a Mormon, a Christian, or a Catholic person. You ask them, if God loves us so much, why did he send us here to suffer? Couldn't he just figure out that it didn't work out with the archangels? Also, maybe he could just test us to see if we're not perfect, and if we're not perfect, then send us to hell. We could be tested while we're in heaven. And if you really need a testing playground, can't you just make it enjoyable? Like, if you really need a testing playground to see if we go to hell or not, could you at least not make it painful for us to leave? So, even if we're going to a good place? Why is it so painful to die? Even if you're a good person. Like, you could be, like, Christian all your life, and you could, like, believe that God is the only, like, thing that should ever exist, ever, other than good people and Jesus. But you can still die of a heart attack. Like, God isn't going to stop that from happening. And I'm confused why he doesn't stop that from happening. If he's so real, and he's so into, like, loving everyone, like, true acceptance and stuff, why does he make our deaths so painful, even if we're going to live with him? Like, I get it. The people who are going to hell, yeah, they deserve a painful death. Because they also, according to him, they also literally deserve to be tortured for all eternity. But the people who are going to heaven according to him, shouldn't deserve a painful death. But yet Mormons, Christians, and Catholics still can die of heart attacks. And they can still die of cancer. And they can still die of whatever painful thing ever, including murder. Why doesn't God stop that from happening? He can. He's almighty, right? He can stop it from happening. He created Earth. He created us. He literally created everything in existence, including existence itself, because according to the Bible, he created himself. Nothing happened before him. But I'm confused on how and why. Also, where do you live? You can't live in heaven. That's our place to live after we die if we're good people. Like, I get it, we live with you. But I don't technically live at home. Where do you go in your free time? You can't just, like, sit in your, like, throne of a cloud and just wait for people to come up and ask you questions. I don't do that with my cat. I don't do that with my dog. I don't just sit on the couch and wait for it to ask me questions. I can't answer their questions even if they do ask, because I don't understand if it's a question or a, can you bring me food, or a, change my litter box, or a, walk me. Because that's, like, those aren't questions. Those are requests. But I'm confused on what does he do in his free time? Does he make us suffer in his free time? Because that doesn't sound like a very fun thing to do. Like, I wouldn't want to make the millions, the literally infinite amount of people I would call my children suffer. That doesn't sound like a fun thing to do in my free time. Where do you go? Do you eat ice cream? I want to know. I wish there was ice cream in heaven, but there's probably not, because whatever God's going to get is ice cream. He ain't bringing any back. Does he eat ice cream? Where did Jesus go when he died? I thought he was immortal. Is he still alive? Where is he? If he went to heaven, then does that make him an archangel? Because he's more related to God than we are. Because, like, Satan was an archangel. We called him Lucifer. But is Jesus an archangel? Maybe the archangels are more powerful because they never got bodies. Maybe that's why demons are a thing. Because they were like... Because they were kind of like Jesus. Because if Satan was an archangel, he can make demons. Archangels make angels. Also, I'm confused on how do angels work? Are they just people who never got bodies? Or are they people who got bodies but are dead now? Because there are multiple definitions depending on who you ask. Like my little sister says, they're people who never got bodies. But I say, well, if they didn't get bodies, then why are they here? Second of all, people who did get bodies and died, they're called ghosts, not angels. Because ghosts can be good and bad. Angels are purely good. And have wings. Ghosts do not have wings unless you're a chicken ghost. This is a long video. I don't know how long it's going to be. Hang in there. Anyways. Yeah, what's with this angel thing? Archangels? I don't know. Do they exist? What's more powerful than Satan? What brought him to hell? Like, what made him evil? Obviously, there was something that driving him to be evil because he was an archangel. Meaning, he's not allowed to be more powerful than God. God created him. What created itself that's evil? Destruction? I don't think that can drive someone to be evil. That can drive someone to be emo. But not evil. That can drive someone to be depressed and goth. It can give someone anxiety. But it can't drive you to be evil. It can drive you to do things that can make you evil. But Satan never did anything that would influence him to make him evil. So I'm confused. Who did that to him? I would like to meet this person and tell him, sir, are you aware that your followers are only a fourth of the human population? And one archangel and his creations, meaning it's only a fourth of the existence's population. Meaning you are not very popular. I mean, you're more popular than the flying spaghetti monster. Maybe you are the flying spaghetti monster. Or maybe you're Disney. I don't know. Or maybe you're my cat. But sir, are you aware that only a fourth of the population follows you? Because there are four archangels, right? Well, guess what? One of them is Satan. He was called Lucifer, now he's Satan. Because apparently, being mean, or more like being mischievous, calls for a name change. Yes, we will not call you Lucifer anymore. We will call you Satan. I just made this up. Now people are going to make up words based on your new name. Like satanic and satanist. Yes, this is totally correct. There are so many people who will love my new name. Only a fourth of population likes name. I will make that fourth follow me. Spoiler alert, they're actually following the thing that made you evil. But they don't know what it is, so they just call it you. Like, is it literally shadows itself? Because if so, I have a valid reason to be afraid of the dark. And I will tell everybody this. Like, yes, I have valid reason to be afraid of the dark. It is literally the thing that drove Satan to be evil. Maybe Satan was afraid of the dark too. Because I'm a terrible person. Maybe I'm Satan. I don't know. Maybe this is hell. Maybe I'm just so annoying. This is the form of torture people go through when they go to hell. I don't know. Maybe people forget everything when they go to hell, so they don't know what hell is when they arrive, and they just call it Earth because it's similar enough to where they came from. Like, it looks like where they came from. Maybe I'm Satan. Maybe I'm the one who tortures people when they come here. Maybe that's why I'm so annoying. Maybe that's why I know all this stuff. Well, not I know, but maybe that's why I'm theorizing about all this stuff. Because it makes sense. It makes sense. What if I'm Satan? Or like what I was just discussing with myself. Why did God bring us here? Is God a sadist? I don't know. What's more powerful than Satan that is just as powerful as God? Because we have plenty of things more powerful than Satan. But what's more powerful than Satan and just as powerful as God? Because everything that's more powerful than Satan is less powerful than God. But what's as powerful as God, that's evil. We don't know. And I would like to know. Does God know? Maybe not. Maybe God does have a creator. Maybe Satan's creator has a creator. I don't know how far it goes. It's a loophole. This is infinite. Like, do they have creators? Does their creator have a creator? So on, so forth. This could go on forever. Ooh, did we create something? Yes, it's called children. Did witches create something? Yes, it's called spells. So we have children, they have spells. That's weird. Just like, yeah, it's called children. And heteronormativity. And monogamy. And Little Einsteins. And My Little Pony. And everything that is right with the world. Except we didn't create all of that. You'll know why? Because God decides to take credit for creating us. Meaning he's also taking credit for Skittles, technology. Even though he probably didn't plan this out to happen. Like I say to people all the time, what if we're God's plan B? I mean, Adam and Eve were a thing. He didn't plan for that to happen. He planned for them to exist. And to never leave the garden. But whoop-de-doo, guess what? She ate the fruit. They both ate the fruit. Now we've been banished to this hellhole. He never planned for that to happen. We're God's plan B. Because if God did plan for that to happen, well, boy, was Satan wrongly punished. Anyways, weird random video. That was 15 minutes. I've been rambling on for 15 minutes. Anyways, bye.